How's it going, guys? My name is TJP. Welcome back to another Madden NFL 25 franchise video here today. We have our next NFC team, and it's going to be the New Orleans Saints. So before we get into the gameplay, leave a like, subscribe if you're enjoying the content, comment down below some more videos, wherever socials, play the second channel and main channel down below in the description if you like other content from me, TJP. So yeah, we're doing 5 seasons to see how well we can fare with the squad. It is not meant to be realistic. If we say a name wrong, we say a name wrong. It is just a video game at the end of the day. Don't take it too seriously. We're just here to have fun. And yeah, we're doing all 32 teams based on standings and where they finish in the playoffs. And that's it. Leave a like, subscribe. I think I already mentioned that. Comment down below some of my videos. Go to socials, play the second channel and main channel down below in the description. I think I said all of that, but I'm saying it again because so nice, say it twice. And in case you forget the rules, they're also down below in the description. I'm heading out to the gameplay. Let's do it. Alright, so after that amazing intro, let's take a look here at the roster and see who is on our team and who isn't. So Derek Carr's going to be our QB right now. Probably not going to be the full-time QB after this year. Alvin Kamara, we got Jamal Williams. Kendry Miller's hurt right now, but he's a third-string running back anyway. Prentice fullback. We have Chris Olave as our wide receiver. Rashid Shaheed, as well as Cedric Wilson Jr., top 3 wide receivers. Tight end, we got Juwan Johnson as our guy. Fuaga is going to be our left tackle. Left guard will be Lucas Patrick. Eric McCoy center. Right guard's going to be Cesar Ruiz. Ryan Ramczyk's hurt as the right tackle, but he will be the starter once he comes back. Cameron Jordan, left end. We have Chase Young. It's a good pickup for them. Superstar right end. We've got Brian Reese. See our tight defensive tackle as well as Nathan Shepard. All right. Willie Gay, left outside linebacker. Middle linebacker to be Demario Davis. Right outside linebacker, Pete Werner. Corners, Lattimore, Adebo, and McKinstry. Top 3 guys. Also, you could throw in Alontae Taylor, who might play a little bit. Who knows? Tyrann Mathieu, free safety. Strong safety. They've got Will Harris. But Jordan Howden's also up there too, so who knows if he'll start. We'll see. We'll see what he decides to do, you know what I mean? So yeah, Blake Group's going to be our kicker, and punting is Matthew Hayball. Very nice. Let's take a look at the improved team. So obviously right now, right tackle is a weakness just because of injuries. Fullback's pretty weak. Left guard. Could use a better left guard. I might go with Collins just to pick him up in free agency. Might as well sign him for the season. I mean, that's just a given right there. Might as well, right? So that's alleviates a need at that position. Of course, right tackle's a little thin. Strong safety, I mean, we could look to get a better strong safety. Like, I might go with Terrell Edmonds just because, why not? Or Ryan Neal could work too. But I'm going to go with Edmonds. We're going to sign him for the season. We might as well, since he's here. I mean, right? I mean, EA has him, then why not, right? Then we're good on kickers, I think, for now, and punters. We'll just leave it as is. All right, so that's it from me, I think. I mean, we can take a look at trades, possibly. Just take a look at the draft cap. We have a little cap room to make moves. I'll probably make more moves at the mid-season point. But we do have 1 through 6. No 7th rounder this year, but then we have all our picks afterwards. So not too bad. Yeah, like I said, let's just see how well the Saints do. Again, remember, this isn't... we're doing this based on the start of preseason, so I know the NFL season started. It's already week 1 is ended. So, I mean, hypothetically speaking, I could start it from real, but, you know, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're starting it from just beginning of the season, so we're going to pretend that week 1 never happened. All right, I'm going to simulate. I'll see you guys at the midseason, or if I decide to make a move before then, you will see on the screen. Right, well, we're horrible. 0-7. Oh my goodness. That is crazy. We are terrible. Alright. We got to take a look and see what's going on. Because that is not good. Alright. Time to see the stats. I'm getting rid of Derek Carr. Oh my goodness. Derek Carr is horrible. 1,525 yards, 8 TDs, 13 interceptions. And, of course, he's got that nice passer rating. Absolutely abysmal. Alvin Kamara, 421, 5 TDs. right there. Receiving-wise, Chris Olave with 418, 4 TDs, 370 from Shaheed, 235 and 2 from Cedric Wilson Jr., 226 from Alvin Kamara. Sacks allowed. Talise Fuaga's got 8, 4 from Penning, a couple guys here with 2, and then Eric McCoy, 1 sack allowed. In terms of tackles, 49 from Willie Gay, 46 from Demario Davis, 2 guys with 40, 39 from Matthew, both 34, 32 from Lattimore, 29 from Warner, 24 from Breesy, 23 from Saunders. Sacks, a couple guys 1.5, and a few guys with half, or a few guys with 1, so 5.5 total sacks as a team, or 4. And just 4 interceptions. Davis with 2, and then a couple guys there with 1. There's your kicking, punting, kick return, and punt return. So, all right, well, we're clearly done with Derek Carr. Derek Carr is not going to be my QB. I mean, I almost want to just trade him, but not that there would be really anything to trade him for. Going to make sure that we can get our rookies loaded in, so we're going to do just that. I can't download the classes yet, I don't think. No, see, it just doesn't let me do that. But whatever. Anyways, or maybe it does. I don't know. I don't know if it loads in or not. I'm going to take a look here to see if there are any guys here that we want to potentially renegotiate with. Obviously Chase Young, but we are over the cap as well, so don't forget about that. So not only we're over the cap, we are okay. We got Olave and then Penning is options. So not only over the cap, we have a horrible team. We're 0-7. Now in real life, the Saints actually won, so it's kind of weird, right? But all right, let's just see if I can somehow make a trade or something. I mean, we'll probably have some more money, free agency. Derek Carr has got 3 years left. Yeah, no, can we get I don't know if we can get a better quarterback, honestly. I really don't know. I guess I'll look around and see if we can make a move, and we'll just go on from there. Done deal here. Hill, Saunders, and Carr to the Browns, as well as a 5th, 4th, 2026, and a 5th round in 2027. And we're getting ourselves the Browns' 2nd, 3rd, 3, 6th, and a 7th round pick this year. So we're picking up a ton of draft capital right there. I guess for the rest of the season, I mean, I need to sign a few guys. I mean, I don't know. We don't really have a quarterback. So, we'll just pick up Matt Corral for the rest of the season. Screw it. We'll sign you. Honestly, any top 100 guys we could get, that might be helpful. John Jenkins, sure, for the rest of the season. We might as well sign him to the active. And then let's pick up. Is there another left guard we can sign? We'll sign Nick Julio. So we'll go with him. And then let's see if we can improve. Let's just get like another corner or something. Like Trey Flowers or something, just to add him to the roster for the rest of the season. Not that it really matters. I mean, the season's a lost cause, so I'm kind of surprised how bad we were. I'm not even going to lie. I really thought we'd be not this bad, but our defense is absolutely atrocious. That's kind of why. So, and also, too, not just our defense, but Derek Carr is even more atrocious. So, yeah, got rid of him now. We're just going to try to lose as much games, try to get a really good pick. Maybe Carson back, maybe Milrow. But priority is to get a quarterback in the draft. All right, so as you can see, we ended up going 5-12, so 5-5 the rest of the way. You see the rankings. I mean, obviously not great, but let's just see what the stats looked like. So, obviously we're pretty terrible. Spencer Rattler is not going to be my QB, but honestly not horrible. Well, I mean, not great either, but yeah, 2,190 yards, 16 TDs, 12 interceptions. Somehow better than Derek Carr. 82.2 passer rating, 60% completion percentage. He'll just be back to a backup next year. Camaro, 956, 7 TDs. 141.5 from Rattler. And then you got Williams there, 79. Only 18 attempts. That's kind of crazy. In terms of receiving, Chris Olave with 902 and 8. 836 and 4 from Shaheed. Cedric Wilson Jr., 667 and 7. 586 and 4 from Juwan Johnson. Sacks allowed. Ugh. I got 15. Yikes. 7 from Penning. A couple guys with 5 and the reviews at 3. So that's pretty good. In terms of tackles, Demario Davis, 116 to lead the squad. 114 from Willie Gay. 95 from Paulson. Terrell Edmonds, 87. 84 from Tyrann Mathieu. Marshawn Lattimore, 77. 71 from Kool-Aid. 64 from Brian. A couple guys with 55. 47 from Chase Young, who also led the team in sacks with 6. 4.5 from Cameron Jordan. Willie Gay and Brian with the 2 sacks, and a couple guys there with 1. Interception, 6 from Demario Davis. 3 from Lattimore. A couple guys with 2, and then 1 from Paulson. There's your kicking, punting, kick return, and punt return. Excuse me. All right, so you saw the team rankings. Not great. Not great. You saw the record. Not great. But we will have a good pick. I assume in the draft we're going to have a pretty solid pick. And we're going to try to take a quarterback with that pick. That's the main goal, is get a quarterback. Unless there's like a quarterback in free agency, but I highly doubt it, that we would want. So let's advance on. I'll see you guys at the offseason. We'll see who wins the Super Bowl, then go on to next season. It was the Battle of the Birds, and the Ravens beat the Seahawks. Lamar Jackson, Super Bowl MVP. We had Mahomes, NFL MVP. Doug Peterson, Coach of the Year. Lamar Jackson, Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year was Max Crosby. Keon Coleman, Bills, Offensive Rookie of the Year. Jared Verse, Defensive Rookie of the Year for the Rams. So, a little bit of money, but not a lot. Well, yep, we're keeping Chris, obviously. We have a few other guys here that we want to keep. Penning might as well, right? Keep his option. There's some guys back here. Maybe yes, maybe no. But Chase Young, obviously, someone I'd like to keep around, but I don't know. He doesn't seem like he wants to stay. Paulson, we could throw him a little contract. Hopefully he accepts that. He does, so that's good. I got to see what the story is with this. Okay, Shaheed wants a lot more money. Johnson, we can keep him around. Might as well. I mean, we throw you that much. Does that work? Wants to test. All right, whatever. That's fine. Doesn't really matter to me. Edmonds, I mean, I don't mind keeping you. If you want to stay. He wants to play for a new team. Go F yourself. Willie Gay. Throw you a little cheeky deal there. He wants to test. All right, a lot of guys are going to want to test here, it looks like. Peyton Turner probably will stay. Yep, give him a little less than what he even wanted to. I'm going to have to take a look at contracts then and see who is making a lot of money and why we don't have a lot of cap room. So let me do some salary adjustments and see if we can free up some money for free agency or just be able to re-sign a few of those guys that we want to re-sign. Let the rest of these guys just test here. I did re-sign Young, re-sign Shaheed. I'm going to adjust their contracts so we can free up just a little bit more money again. I mean, we have a decent amount, but it's like nothing too crazy. So let's see what happens. We're going to advance on to free agency and see if there's anybody here that we could potentially re-sign or find replacements for. I'm not sure how free agency is going to shape up to be. There's some decent players. Nick Chubb. I wouldn't mind Nick Chubb on my squad, even though I don't really need a running back. I already have Alvin Kamara, but if I can get Chubb, I'm not going to complain. So I didn't have too much money, and I didn't really make too many signings, but we did get Nick Chubb. I offered him, he accepted. I also got Anthony Walker Jr., middle linebacker, then J.C. Jackson, another corner. So I guess the rest of the fill-outs that we'll do is just going to be in the draft. So I do have a first round pick, so I'll show you guys who we take. But you can see QBs. I see Carson Beck, Jalen Miller, Shadur Sanders. I need a quarterback. I need a left guard. So let's head on to the draft, and I'll see you guys with who we take. All right, so I have pick 4. Now, I almost want to try to trade up to get pick 1 for Carson Beck, because I feel like he's not going to be there. Should I try to trade up for him? Is the question. Can I? Let's see if the Colts will give it to me. I don't know. They might. If I flip, let's see. Colts, what do you got? If I give you my 4th pick, Straight up, they're not going to accept that. What if I also threw in... What if I threw in a second round pick in 2026 and a third round pick in 2027? Did that not work? I don't think it worked. Okay, it did not work. Okay, never mind. All right, we're just gonna... Yeah, they took Jade's picture. Okay, we're just gonna sim to my pick then. Next user pick. I think he'll be there. He is there. Okay, there. I didn't even have to do that. All right, so we're making my selection. This one's gonna be pretty easy. I am going to take Carson Beck. I feel like that is the guy I want to be my QB. So we're gonna take him. I'm gonna do the rest of the picks. I'll show you guys the draft recap, and should be fun. So obviously Carson Beck. All right, let's go to the draft recap. Here is who we drafted. So obviously Carson Beck, you saw me do that. I did get Shelton Malone. We also got ourselves a left end in Mitch Keenan. A couple outside linebackers, or some linebackers. We got a tight end, Brandon Garrison. That's a good pickup for us. So from receivers, some guards and tackles for our O-line. So a lot of picks, a lot of guys added to the team through the draft. So that's going to be helpful for us going forward. I'm going to see you guys start the second season. Hopefully we're better than 0-7 in the first half of the year. All right, so here is the team for the second season, and I like the roster. What's interesting is we have Beck as our QB, which makes sense. Chubb and Kamara running back, so that's pretty cool. Also have Kendra Miller up there too. In terms of fullbacks, nobody. Wide receivers, Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed, and then we have Cedric Wilson Jr., top three guys. Tight end's going to be Brandon Garrison. Fuaga's going to be our left tackle. Left guard, we've got Shelton Malone. Center's going to be Eric McCoy. Right guard will be Cesar Ruiz. Right tackle, Ryan Ramczyk. Left end, Peyton Turner. And we also have Chase Young as our right end. Defensive tackles, Brian, and then Christian Boyd's up there too, don't forget it. Jalen Ford is going to be our left outside linebacker. Middle linebacker, we've got Anthony Walker Jr., and then we got right outside linebacker, Pete Werner. Corners, Marshawn Lattimore is still here, Paulson, and then we also have Kool-Aid, because we get thirsty sometimes. Free safety, Tyrann Mathieu. Strong safety, Jordan Howden. Kicking is nobody, and punting is Hable. So we need to get a kicker, which is pretty easy to do. I think we are in line to improve the team and get a kicker right now, so let's do it. Left guard is our weakest position still, which is fine, but I think we'll develop. Left outside linebacker is also pretty thin. Strong safety. I could get a Chuck Clark as well, or Marcus Epps. I'm going to go with Chuck Clark. I could pick him up. I'm going to pick him up. Fits the scheme of the team, so we're going to grab him. And then we're also going to grab ourselves a kicker. And that kicker will be Jake Moody. And that's it for now. We might make a trade at the midseason point again. But I would say for now, we don't need to make any moves in terms of trades now. I can look. Wide receiver. I mean, I kind of want to get another wide receiver, actually. So let me see if I can maybe package Wilson Jr. Maybe consolidate a little bit, right? Cade Warner. And if I threw in like some picks, maybe I can get like a pretty good receiver for this team. So let me actually look and see if there's anybody out there we can get. Traded for Garrett Wilson on the Jets. I traded away Wilson Jr. and Warner, as well as our first and second round pick this year. We're getting their second round pick, 4th, 5th, 6th, as well as a third round pick in 2027. And of course, we're getting Garrett Wilson. That's a big pickup there. So that's another really good wide receiver target for Beck to throw to. And we'll see what happens this season. I will see you guys at the midseason point. Hopefully, we're in much better shape. Let's see this. We're 3-4. We are playing better. You can see the offense is okay. I mean, 12th in offense points per game, 21st in pass yards, 17 rush. We're dead last in opponents' points per game in pass yards, but 16th in rush. So our defense, I guess, is a little bit better. Yeah, we're playing against the Jets. What are the odds, right? So we have some negotiations. Garrett Wilson is willing to re-sign. Also, Tyrann Mathieu is. Get a few guys here. Any guys on options? Yep. Ryan is, but that's about it. I am above the cap limit, so right now negotiations are unlikely to happen without me doing some more changes. See the standings. We are 3-4. We're right in the thick of things. I like to maybe try to win a few more games, perhaps. So let's see what we can do to win said games. Now, Carson Beck, obviously, 1,450 yards, 10 TDs, 8 interceptions, a little high, 83.6 passer rating, at a 60% completion percentage. Got to be a little bit better, but again, I'm giving him a little bit of a chance. Nick Chubb, 397, 7 TDs, 142 from Carson Beck. Alvin Kamara, just 11 attempts, 38 yards, 2 TDs. Garrett Wilson, 382 and 3. We had 333 from Garrison. Rashid Shaheed, 215 and 3. 210 and 3 from Nick Chubby. Chris Olave, only 183 and 1 TD, but then again, he's missed a couple games as well. Sacks allowed. Fuaga with 8. 6 for Rabchik. 3 from Ruiz and 2 from McCoy on the sacks allowed. 52 tackles from Anthony Walker Jr. to lead the team. 39 from Pete Warner. Chuck Clark, 37, 28 from McKinstry, also known as Kool-Aid. Tyrann Mathieu, 27, 25 from Paulson, 24 from Marshawn Lattimore. Chase Young with 20. He also leads the team with 3.5 sacks, 2.5 from Pete Warner. A couple guys 1, a couple guys a half a sack. In terms of interceptions, we have 7 as a squad with Marshawn Lattimore with 3, Anthony Walker Jr. with 2, and a couple guys with 1. Kicking, there's Moody. It's been perfect. Punting, kick return, punt return. All right. So we have the Jets this week, which is cool. Let's see if we can beat them. I think we're good on trades. I'm not looking to make any. I don't think, at least. Yeah, I think we're fine on trades. We do have some extra 6. Don't have our first, but that's all right. Next year we have an extra 3rd, so, and don't have a 5th. And then we have all our picks in 2028. I just guess we'll see what happens the rest of the way. Advance on. Maybe we'll be. I think we could be better than 5-12. I don't know if we'll make the playoffs. I think we're maybe like an 8 or 9 win team. So I'll advance on and we'll see how we do. Win team. What did I say? We're 9-8. Now we did not make the playoffs, unfortunately. We just missed out. A bunch of teams are 9-8, as you can see. So close, but no cigar. That means next year we will most likely make it. Now, yeah, we got to improve that defense. It's just a little iffy. Offensively, we're all right. But yeah, defensively, got to improve somehow. So let's take a look at the stats. I mean, Carson Beck was pretty solid. 3,800 yards, 30 TDs, 14 interceptions, 63% completion percentage on 91.9 passer rating. It's not bad. You know, again, rookie season. 885 and 12 from Nick Chubb. 336 and 5 from Carson Beck. That's good on the rush. So I like it. In terms of receiving, Garrett Wilson, 772, 5 TDs. 759 and 2 from Brandon Garrison. Chris Olave, 716 and 7. Missed on the game, but, you know, did pretty well. 580 and 6 from Shaheed. And even Nick Chubb getting into the receiving end as well. So that's great to see. Sacks allowed. Shake a little too high there. 12. 8 from Fuaga, so that's better. Malone with 4. A couple guys with 3. And then 2 from Trevor Penning. In terms of tackles, 119 from Anthony Walker Jr., Pete Werner, 106. 90 from Chuck Clark. 75 from Marshawn Lattimore. Paulson was 74. 63 from Kool-Aid. 58 from Tyrann Mathieu. 48 from Chase Young. And it just keeps going down from there. We have 6.5 sacks from Chase Young. A couple guys with 2.5. A couple guys with 2. 1 from Foskey and Anthony Walker Jr. half sack. 5 interceptions from Marshawn Lattimore. 4 from Anthony Walker Jr. Mathieu, 3. And a few guys with 1. There is your kicking. There is your punting. There is your kick return. And there is your punt return. Very nice. Now, can we make the playoffs next year? I think so. I think next year is the year we make it. So we're going to advance on, see who wins the Super Bowl. Try to get some guys to re-sign with our team. try to add some more talent, maybe through free agency and also the draft, and we'll get on into next season. So let's see who wins the Super Bowl. Right, so the Super Bowl has ended, and the Cowboys beat the Ravens. Trevon Diggs was the Super Bowl MVP. You can see the yearly awards right there. Patrick Mahomes was the NFL MVP. Coach of the Year was Andy Reid. Patrick Mahomes also got the Offense Player of the Year. Defense Player of the Year goes to Myles Garrett. Carson Beck, our rookie. Offense Rookie of the Year. And then we have Michael Williams, actually. I don't know. Michael Williams. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Patriots. All right, cool. Let's head on to the offseason. All right, so 7 guys up for negotiation. Obviously, Garrett Wilson want to keep around. Matthew is not here anymore, so I don't know. We might have to see what the story is there, but we'll get him back if he didn't retire. As for everybody else here, I mean, Jake Moody, if we can keep you around, I mean, that would be ideal. Not sure if he's going to sign that. Okay, yeah, he's not. I could franchise tag him, but I'm not going to do that. So, we'll get him back. Or a kicker. Not too big of a deal. I probably should have just waited until I did the team salaries. Hypothetically, I could also franchise tag Garrett Wilson. Why would I do that? You know what I mean? So let's just make sure we can re-sign him, and then we're just going to go on a free agency. So I had re-signed Garrett Wilson. I restructured his contract so we could free up a little bit of money. So we have a little bit of money. Nothing crazy. Need to get myself a free safety, middle linebacker. I got to improve the defense. So let's see here. Free safeties is Matthew's not here. Okay, so we're going to have to find a replacement. I guess Malik Hooker could work. He is kind of interested in my team, so we'll throw him a little cheeky deal. Corners, get another corner. I can get Kendall Fuller, wouldn't be too bad, but he kind of doesn't have any interest. Sean Murphy Bunting could work. I might throw him a deal. I mean, we have our top 3 guys already, so it's not like he would start, but just to get ourselves like another guy. And then middle linebackers. I mean, if there's anybody out here, I mean David, sure, but I'm gonna go with Terrell Bernard. We're going to get him as well. So let's see if we can get these guys, and then we'll also try to get a kicker. I guess Aubrey. We'll throw Aubrey a contract. It might be a little expensive. So we'll throw, instead of Aubrey, Daniel Carlson. So we'll get him to be our kicker instead. All right, let's see if that works, and see what we can pick up. So we wrapped up free agency, and mainly got defenders, or people on defense, but also Darian Carlson. So yeah, Terrell Bernard, we're adding him as a middle linebacker, free safety Malik Hooker, Sean Murphy Bunting, another corner, and then Marte Mapu, strong safety, since I needed that as well. Okay, so we're going to be heading on to the draft. We have those second-round picks, and I'll show you guys the draft recap. Try to see if we can add a little bit more talent to the team. I'm assuming we'll get some growth out of our young guys as well, which is going to be huge for our jump that I anticipate will make this season to the playoffs. So let's see you guys at the draft recap. Show you guys what we take, and then we'll head on to the 3rd season. So let's look at the draft recap, and here it is. As you can see who we got. We got ourselves mainly wide receivers, but also a couple ends and a halfback as well. I like the talent we got, so let's advance on to the... Okay, so start the 3rd season. We always look at the roster, and that's what we're going to do. Nothing's changing, right? Quarterback's going to be Beck. See, up to an 83, so he's made a nice jump there. We got Nick Chubb, Babineau, and Miller. No more Alvin Kamara. He is gone. Fullbacks, nobody. We got wide receivers, Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson, and Rashid Shaheed as our top 3 receivers, which is nice. Garrison will be our tight end. We have Vargas, our left tackle. Malone's our left guard. McCoy is our center. We have Cesar Reeves, right guard. Ramchick will be our right tackle. Left end, Peyton Turner. Keen's backing him up. Right end will be Chase Young. Brian's going to be our defensive tackle. Also, Christian Boyd. Your Jalen Ford, left outside linebacker. Middle linebackers got Terrell Bernard, Anthony Walker Jr., right? Right outside linebacker, Pete Werner. Corners, Marshawn Lattimore, Paulson Adebo, and Kool-Aid as well. Top 3 guys. Murphy Bunting is also a pretty solid corner too, but he's more of like the 2nd tier. Free safety, Malik Hooker. Strong safety, Marte Mapu's hurt right now, so Jordan Howden, I guess, as well. Kicking is Carlson. Punting is still Matthew Hayball. And that is the team. Now, is there any way we can improve the team? There's always ways we can look to improve the team. I kind of want to make a big trade. I really do. I don't know for what or who. I mean, all right, we're good on. I mean, we're good on those positions, I think. Any fullbacks out there? No. Left outside linebackers. I mean, I could go with Jalen Clowney for the season. Don't want to pick him up. Do we have money, actually? I don't know if we have money. We do have money. I'm going to pick him up. I'm going to pick up Jalen Clowney. Why not? Strong safeties. Anybody out there that's decent? I could re-sign Chuck Clark. I could also go with Epps. I'm going to go with Epps, actually, this time, to be my strong safety. And that is pretty solid. Do I want to make a trade? No, I'm gonna hold off on making a trade, I think. What is our trade situation look like anyway? 4.2 million. It'd have to be like a really good like left end rookie or something, you know what I mean? Like somebody on a cheap deal. Who's our left end right now? Turner? I mean, yeah, I kind of want to upgrade my my left end. Let me throw Turner in there and then also maybe some picks and see if we can get ourselves a really good left end. Here with the Jaguars, I traded away Turner and 2 picks. I got myself Walker, Wilson, Scott, a second, third, and fourth in 2027. So yeah, just a backup QB. Scott, young left outside linebacker. Maybe he'll develop into something, maybe he won't. And then Walker is my left end, who fits team to teams in an upgrade. So we'll see if that makes us better. Curious to see how this team's going to do this season. Let's see how we fare. I'll see you guys in the midseason point. A little off to a little bit of a slow start, 2-4. Thought we'd be a little bit better, but not quite. So we got to see what the hell is going on with the team. Beck, I mean, he's doing all right. 1,554 yards, 10 TDs, 3 interceptions, 64% completion percentage, 96% pass rate. It's not bad. Nick Chubb, 357, 4 TDs on the rush. Receiving wise, Garrett Wilson, 376, 2 TDs, 340, nothing from Garrison. Chris Olave, 311, 3, 236, and 3 from Shaheed. So it's not bad, I guess. Blocking, 5 from Fuaga, 4 from Ramchick, 3 from McCoy, 2 from Reeves, and a few guys with 1 sack allowed. How's our defense looking? 42 tackles from Marcus Epps, 38 from Bernard. Warner, 36. We got 35 from Paulson. Kool-Aid, 31. 24 from Christian Boyd. 21 from Marshawn Lattimore. It just keeps going from there. Let's take a look at sacks. Not too many sacks. 3 from Young, 1.5 from Brian, 1 from Trevon Walker, and Pete Werner with a half sack. Interceptions, a couple guys with 2, and a bunch of guys with 1. Here's your kicking, punting, kick return, punt return. Let's look at the team stats, team rankings. Where do we fare? And you might be curious as to where we fare, and I'm curious too, as a matter of fact. So I will say this. We are better defensively. Offensively, slight dip, 19th in offensive points per game, 22nd in pass yards, 27th in rush, 30th in opponent's points per game, it's not great. 19th, though, in pass yards, and then opponent rush yards, 7. So there's some good things to be had there. We do have some negotiations here. Marshawn Lattimore, I'd like to keep you around if possible. I think you'll sign that deal. You will. Chris Olave, will you sign this deal? Yes. And I think that's probably about all I can go for now. Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. 8.3 million. I don't think he's gonna sign. Yeah, he wants way too much money. I mean, Penning maybe not. Penning maybe we can get him. Throw him in there. Yep. Okay, so we keep him. All right. So yeah, Walker you can test for now. I'll get him back though. We have these guys back. We'll do some contract restructuring in the off season. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Hopefully we can make the playoffs. Look at that. We had a great second half of the season, and we ended up going 11-6, and we were going to be taking on the Bears in the wild card at the Superdome. 11-6. You see the rankings there on the team. Offensively, we're pretty solid. Top 3 in offensive points per game. We're 5th in pass yards, 18th in rush, 18 opponent's points per game, 29th in pass yards, and then 7th in opponent rush. You can see what the Bears have advantages versus us, and vice versa. But before we do that, though, and hop onto the Super Sim, let's take a look at the stats and awards on the season. Yeah, Carson Beck had a nice year. 4,240 yards, 33 TDs, 11 interceptions, 64% completion percentage, 100.2 passer rating. Is very good. Rush-wise, 947, 13 from Nick Chubb, 318 and 4 from Beck. And then Abdul, 210 and 7 from Abdul Babineau. Cool name, I guess. Receiving-wise, over 1,000 receiving yards from Chris Olave. He had 9 TDs as well, 1,003. 859 from Rashid Shaheed. Garrett Wilson, 763 and 5. 757 and 4 from Brandon Garrison. Even Nick Chubb, 579 and 2 TDs. Blocking, Fuaga, 13 sacks. Got to lower that. A couple guys with 6, a couple guys with 4, and a few guys with 1. A lot of sacks. Gotta hope our blocking can improve a little bit. Warner, 105 tackles, 103 from Bernard. Epps with 100, so 3 guys at least 100 tackles. CW, 87 tackles, 73 from Lattimore, 72 from Kool-Aid, 54 from Hooker. Boyd, 52, 51 from Brian. Travon Walker, 50. Sacks, 8 from Chase Young, 7 from Brian. Travon Walker with 5, 2.5 from Bernard. Boyd with 2, and it just keeps going down from there. Then interceptions. We did have a lot of interceptions. 6 from Warner. 4 from Lattimore and Kool-Aid, 3 from Bernard, a couple guys with 2 here, and then a few guys with 1. Carlson's kicking is not great. Punting, hay ball, and your kick return and punt returns, shots of Rashid Shaheed for the kick return TD. All right, can we beat the Bears, who were 9 and 8? Yes. Let's find out. Let's look at the playoff bracket. Chiefs got the bye, so do the Cowboys, Packers, Eagles, bottom right corner, in case you guys can't see, which you can't because I'm blocking it. But all we care about is where we are, and we're up at the top. It was second, only to the Cowboys. Cowboys, I'm guessing they won 13 games. I didn't see how many games they won. Wow, I'm so good. All right, let's see what happens in the Super Sim. See if we can advance to the divisional. See you once I'm in the Super Sim. Versus the Saints. We are the home team in the wild card. Let's see if we can get the victory. That would be absolutely superb if we can. So we're going to hop on in, jump forward to the end of the game, and we'll see what happens. First blood will go to us. We're up 7-0, and they're going to tie up the game 7-7. We're going to make it 14-7. Going to the second half, it is going to be 21-14 us, now 21-17, and we are going to lose the lead, down 3, now we are up 3, up 6, down 1. 2-point game. We got to go slow. It is a minute 59 to go, 2nd and 1 there in field goal range. Down 2. And they're going to run it right there and get themselves a first down. We will not call a timeout, and neither will they. It's too early to do that. 31-33. Bears are in primetime position to score right here. And they are going to get stopped there. 2nd and 3. First down here would be disheartening. And they get a first down. We have 1 timeout left, minute 36. Honestly, when you're in this position, what do? You just let them score? Probably. And they will. Okay. A minute 33, we have 1 timeout left. They're going to be up 5. We just have to score a touchdown. Can we get up and down the football field in a minute 33 with 1 timeout left? I'd say yes, we can. But will we? Is the question. Now, I don't think so. I don't know. We'll find out right now. Let's see what happens. Where are we going to be? Okay. 34-yard line, minute 29 to go. Not horrible. Minute 29 to go, 34-yard line. We have 1 timeout left. Let's see what Carson Beck can do. Was a good look, but we can't seem to hold on to the ball, unfortunately. So that is a 2nd down. Minute 26. Beck looking. Gets a first down. There he is. There he is. For the first down. Eek. Wilson wasn't open that time. Alright. Minute 2 to go. We still have our timeout. In case we need to use it. Carson Beck is going to run this one, and it's going to be a first down. And we're going to let the clock run down a little bit more. Not quite ready to use a timeout yet. Fake run. We're looking. Beck looking. Got to get rid of it. What a catch from Garrett Wilson, and we are within. Never mind. We just scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown 29 seconds to go. We're going for 2. I don't hate it. And we don't get it. That's unfortunate. I mean, listen, well, actually, yeah, we needed the 2, because now to get in field goal range with all 3 timeouts, they could win this football game with just a field goal. So that's a problem. That is a problem. That is a problem. That is definitely a problem. 2 timeouts left, 20 seconds to go. They are within. They get a play here. Need a sack. Need a sack. We don't get a sack, and the game is over. Oh yeah, you're just gonna run for a touchdown. Okay, or we're just not gonna tackle anybody. I mean that's good too. That's great. Imagine a pick. Probably not gonna happen. Well, that's really unfortunate. And see, they converted their 2-point conversion. Well, pretty piss poor defense on our part. Really bad defense is why we lost this game. 46-39 is horrible defense. So take a knee. I mean, listen, can we tie the game? Maybe, but I'm not even mad at my offense. I'm mad at my defense for being so piss poor and not being able to tackle anybody. And that's our final timeout. You got 8 yards. I mean, that's cool. We gotta just send it, man. Just send it. Very far back. 3rd and 2. 1 second left. 1 second left. 3rd and 2. You just gotta throw it, man. Just gotta throw it. Yeah, no one was open. No one was open. We took too long. But again, why would I be mad at you guys? I'm not even mad at my offense. My defense just did not show up to play today. Giving up 46 points, you're never going to win. Can't win when your defense gives up 46 points. I mean, yep. Caleb Williams had a field day. Beck did solid, but the defense, man, what are we doing? What are we doing? Horrible. So the Packers and Ravens. Ravens win another Super Bowl in the video. Lamar Jackson, Super Bowl MVP. Patrick Mahomes got both the NFL MVP and the Player of the Year on the offense side of the ball. Coach of the Year was Jonathan Gannon, Cardinals. Myles Garrett, Defense Player of the Year. Freddie Reed, Raiders. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year. Brian James, Bears, corner. It's on the 4th season. Try to re-sign some players. But man, we got to improve our defense. Our defense was abysmal, especially in that game. Woof, abysmal. So we got to negotiate some contracts. Before I do that, we're going to go to team salaries and restructure so we have some money to play around with. So let me get to that. Free up some money. Should be able to free up a ton of cap space, as you can see. As you can see, we've already freed up a lot. So let me just do this and I'll show you guys who we need to re-sign. Alright, so obviously Florida's got an option to accept him. Walker wants a ton of money. I'll see if he accepts this offer. Okay, he does. I'll have to restructure his contract. Ryan Ramczyk can't. I don't think I can get him. I mean, I could try to offer him that. Okay, you got it. All right, so now we got to restructure again, get those guys. But for the most part, I mean, I feel like we re-signed everybody we needed to re-sign. But, yeah, let's see if we can free up some more money, and then we'll head on to free agency. Free agents, let's take a look here and see. I feel like Tyreek Hill's a free agent. No, he's not. Okay, I thought he was. He said he wasn't coming back, so I don't know what that meant. But we've got some interesting pieces here that we could potentially sign, but not a lot of money. What do we need? See what a right outside linebacker, I guess. All right, let's see who's out there. I'm gonna look around, try to see if we can pry a couple players from free agency. Pete Warner, I want to re-sign him. Thought we still had him, but we don't. So we're gonna re-sign him. Hopefully, should accept that contract, and then try to see if we can add a couple more complimentary pieces to the team. All right, so really all I did was sign a couple guys, and I re-signed Pete Warner. We also got Xavier Woods, strong safety, who wanted to come over to our team. So I like that. Yeah, not a lot of major moves. We're just focused on the guys we drafted. Hopefully they develop and improve as well and can provide us with some good stuff. And as for the rest of the guys, just kind of stay afloat. So let's head on to the draft. I'll show you guys who we take. Then we'll head on to the 4th season. Here at the draft recap, as you can see, who we got. We got ourselves a right tackle, and Larry McGill needed it. Needed a right tackle, and we got him. We got ourselves Larry Ware, corner, strong safety, some guards, a couple corners, some middle linebacker, left end, another defensive tackle. So overall, pretty solid. I like what we did, and we're going to head on to next season, so let's do it. 4th season, we have the roster. Let's take a look at it and see what it's looking like. So there's some talent. Carson Beck, starting QB still. We have halfbacks, Nick Chubb. Babineau's improving as well, so that's good to see. Fullbacks, nobody. Wide receivers, Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson, both 90s. And we got Shaheed still pretty good as well. Tight end, Brandon Garrison, still really good. We got Fuaga, left tackle. Left guard will be Shelton Malone. Centers, Eric McCoy's hurt right now, but he'll be all right. Cesar Ruiz, right guard. Right tackle, still Ryan Ramczyk. And then we have our left end is Trevon Walker. Right end will be Chase Young. Defensive tackles, Brian and Christian Boyd up there too. Wolf, who we drafted. See how he fares. Sean Scott, left outside linebacker. Middle linebacker, Terrell Bernard. Right outside linebacker, we've got Pete Werner back. Corners, Marshawn Lattimore, Paulson Adebo, and Kool-Aid. Top 3 corners. Free safety, Malik Hooker. Strong safety will be Xavier Woods. Kicking will still be Daniel Carlson, and we just need to get a punter. So let me get a punter, and that'll be it. Now, can I sign a punter, or are we over the cap? I think we might be over the cap. If we're not, Michael Dixon. All right, we're not over the cap. Great. So Michael Dixon coming over my team. I do want to see if we can make another trade before we start simulating. I do. I want to see if we can maybe get ourselves some more guys on the defensive side of the ball, just to see if we can kind of improve the team even more. So let me look around and see what's in store for us. So I'll look. 3 seconds and 3/3 to the Buccaneers. We got Buchanan and Tryon Shoyinka to bolster up the defense. So thank you, Buccaneers. That's my first trade. I'm going to try to see if we can do one more trade. All right, I traded 3/4, 2 fifths, and a future first-round pick as well to the Patriots. We're going to get Cates, as well as their 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th in 2028. So yeah, Cates, young guy, free safety, fits scheme of our team, adding him to our roster. So that's it from me for moves. I'll see you guys at the midseason. I imagine we'll be a pretty good team this year. All right, here we are, 4th season. We are 4-3 right now, so that's not very good. Well, I wouldn't say it's not very good. It's solid. It's not as great as I'd want it to be, but we're doing all right. Let's take a look here at the season stats for the players. And, Beck is doing all right. 1,805 yards, 14 TDs, 5 interceptions, 69% completion percentage, 104.3 passer rating. Rush-wise, Nick Chubb, 226, 3 TDs, 136 and 2 from Carson Beck. Receiving wise, 451, 4 TDs from Garrett Wilson. Chris Olave, 365 and 2, 320 and 7 from Rashid Shaheed, 327 and 1 from Brandon Garrison. Sacks allowed. Fuag with 5, 4 from Ramchick, 3 from Maurice, 2 from McCoy, and a few guys with 1. Defensively, Werner, 51 tackles, lead the team. 39 from Adebo. A couple guys at 37, 34 from Marshawn Lattimore. Xavier Woods at 27, 20 from Buchanan. Pretty good stuff. Sacks, 4 from Buchanan. 2.5 from Walker. Wolf with 2. A couple guys 1.5. 1 from Werner, and a few guys half sack. Interceptions, Marshawn Lattimore's got 5 already. 3 from Terrell Bernard, and a few guys with 1. That was defensively. In terms of kicking, Carlson doing better this year. Punting is Michael Dixon. You get your kick return and punt return as well. Not too bad. And we'll take a look at team rankings. We'll look at them over here since that is the way to go. So here they are. 13th in offensive points per game, 6th in pass yards, 30th in the rush. I'm not really running that much this year. In terms of defense, 3rd in the opponent's points per game. Pass yards were 24th, 2nd in rush yards. You can see we're playing the Giants this week where they have the advantage versus us. Let's see how we do. I'm going to advance to the end of the season. We'll see if we can beat the brakes off the Giants or just rest of these teams rested away. Hopefully win. We do have some negotiations, 8 players. I'm sure I'll have some options as well. Kool-Aid, got to re-sign him. McCoy, Brian, got Cesar Ruiz. There's some decent players. Carson Beck has an option. But we'll have to wait till the offseason to do so. And that's when I'm focused on restructuring contracts. But for now, let's see if we can make the playoffs. I'll advance. We'll see you guys at the end of the season where hopefully we are in the playoffs. 12-5 rested away. Packers are taking on 8-9 in the wild and 8-9. We're in the wild card, so you can see their rankings. They're a great offensive team, but not as great of a defensive team. You see our rankings. We don't do well against rush. We're rushing on offense. And our pass yards was pretty bad, but it should be an interesting matchup against Green Bay. We'll see if we can beat them. Before we do, though, let's look at the stats and see what the story is. So, yeah, 12-5, obviously. So, yeah, Beck, nice game. Nice season for him. 4,220 yards, 36 TDs, 12 interceptions, 67% completion percentage, 104.4 passer rating. Got sacked 30 times. So, my line's got to pick it up a little bit. Nick Chubb, 687, 9 TDs, 254 and 5 from Carson Beck. Babino, 129. In terms of receiving, 1,120 yards, 7 TDs from Chris Olave. Garrett Wilson, 1,019, 6 TDs, 822 and 12 from Rashid Shaheed. 789 and 8 from Brandon Garrison. Nick Chubb as well is up there. Yeah, Fuag's got to stop letting up too many sacks, man. 12. Ramchick with 6. A couple guys with 4. 2 from Malone, a couple guys with 1. Defensively, 115 tackles from Werner to lead the team. 99 from Bernard. 95 from Kool-Aid. Marshawn Lattimore, 83. 82 from Xavier Woods. Paulson, Adebo with 72. 56 there from Marquis Cates. Elijah Buchanan, 52 tackles. A couple guys with 40. And you can see the sacks there. 7.5 from Walker. Elijah with 5.5. 4.5 from Chase. 3.5 from Carl Wolf. A couple guys with 2.5. 2 from Werner. And it kind of just keeps going down from there. I see 10 interceptions. I think that's the first time I've ever seen double-digit interceptions from somebody. Marshawn Lattimore with 10 interceptions. It's fantastic. 3 from Bernard. A couple guys with 2. A couple guys with 1. And then, yeah, kicking, punting, kick return, punt return. So, let's see how we fare in the playoffs against the Packers. I mean, don't see why we don't win this game. So, hopefully EA lets us win. And I'll see you guys in the Super Sim. Wildcard time. We are the home team, mind you. So don't forget it. So let's fast forward to the end of the game and see what the story has to say. Who will get first blood? It will be us. We're up 3-0. They're going to make it 7-3. We take the 7-6 now. 14-6. And it's 14-13 second half. We get a stop. And we're going to score right there, make it 21-14. Get another stop. They tie it up. And we are going to take the lead 28-21. We're going to go normal speed here. Kick off there. Daniel Carlson. Going to take a touchback. Deacon Bell. Let's see what happens here. 3:44 to go. Matt knocked away a pass. Very nice. 2nd and 10. 3rd and 2. 3:09 to go. I'm not going to hop in just yet. We get a first down. 2:47. 9-yard reception. 2nd and 1. Another 10-yard reception. 2-minute warning. And a friggin' penalty on Brian Breesy. 19-yard reception. They're going to score right here. And they do score. So we're going to hop on in. They tie it up. Minute 17. We just need a field goal. Field goal wins the game. So it's imperative that we get a field goal. We get a good run there. That looks solid. All right, we'll take a 36-yard line. Minute 12. We have all of our timeouts. They have all of their timeouts. So we just got to get into field goal range here. Let's keep it simple. This is a good tackle right there. We call a timeout there. A minute 8 to go. If we get a first down here, they'll probably call a timeout. Just got to get close enough to where we need to be. See what Beck decides to do. Beck is looking. Oh, don't get sacked. An embarrassment to your friends, family, and fans. That was pathetic and putrid. Pathetic and putrid right there. Pathetic and putrid. Can't have that. My O-line's got to be better. We can have that, though. That was good. That's what we needed right there. Okay, that wasn't pathetic and putrid. Not a great snap, but we handled it. Oof, way too far. All right. 2nd and 10. Just need to get to the field goal range. See if we can do it. That's decent. That's decent. And Green Bay is going to call a timeout. So we are in field goal range. We're going to try to get a little bit closer if we can. For Carlson, we have 1 timeout left. They have 2. So we might as well just try to see if we can get as close as we can. Get a good block there and, pick up an extra 3 yards. 1 timeout left for each team. The chubbiest man, Nick Chubb, is going to be running it again here. Let's see what happens. He will get himself an extra 3 yards. And the clock continues to run. We're going to do one more play here. Try to see if we can get a little bit closer. And we got nothing out of that. So 4th and 4. We're going for the field goal to win this game and go to the divisional. Can we do it? 2, 1, and yes. There we go. Beautiful. That's the way we do things here in New Orleans. I don't know what I was trying to say there, but we got the job done. So shout out to the guys for scoring. Carson Beck had a good game. Got to give him credit where credit's due. And, our defense did just enough. Courtesy of the offense for helping out, too. The Eagles this week in the divisional. Let's see their rankings compared to ours. They had the advantage in the rush and the passing yards. So the stuff that we're absolutely horrible at, they are pretty solid at. So you can see the rest of the rankings we are better than them at, which is nice. So let's see if we can beat them. See their top players. Pretty solid. All right, we're going to hop on into the Super Sim. Can we beat them? Let's find out. Super Sim time. We are the home team, mind you. Let's see if we can win and advance to the conference championships. We're going to jump forward to the end of the game. See what happens. First blood will go to us. We're up 7-0. They tied up, though, very quickly. Second quarter, we're going to take a 14-7 lead, but they're going to tie it up right away, and they're going to take a lead to them in a half. Well, actually, we tied it up, so never mind. They take the lead, though, there, and now they're going to be up 35-21. Shout out the EA Sim Engine. 35-28 can be the stop. Can't get a stop. Shout out the EA Sim Engine on that one, and we're going to be losing this football game. Shout out to EA's Sim Engine, as our defense, once again, is the reason we lose, because they are horrible, and they suck. Let's see. Jalen Hurts had a field day, right? Yep, 3 TDs, 408 yards, and 77% completion percentage. And Beck did solid, but again, defense, man, it's It's going to be very hard to win when your defense plays like garbage. They were 4 of 7 on third down conversions. Red zone. TDs. Field goals percentage. Okay. We had 1 turnover as well. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Okay, let's head on to our 5th and final season, see who wins the Super Bowl, but let's see if we can try to get some more talent and just hope some of the guys continue to develop. We're right there, though. Super Bowl recap. I see the Raiders and the Bears, and the Raiders ended up winning it. Nicholas McCree was the Super Bowl MVP. We had Caleb Williams, NFL MVP, as well as Offensive Player of the Year. Coach here is Ramiro Gallo from the Bears. Aiden Hutchinson, Defensive Player of the Year from the Lions. Bills, Alfonso Levine. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Jaden Nobles, Cowboys. Let's head on to the 5th and final season. We're going to go on a re-sign player phase first. We'll see if we can keep. 8 players up for negotiation. So Carson Beck obviously is an option. We're going to accept it. Why wouldn't we? Kool-Aid. We're going to keep him around. I think, honestly, this should work. Yep. So we get him on a little bit of a discount. Brian, I guess we might as well keep you around if you want to stay. I don't see why you wouldn't want to, but there you go. So he's staying. McCoy. We'll see if we can keep you around. This should work. It does. It's perfect. I know. Cesar Reese. That should work. Yep. 4.9 million. I mean, we have some other guys here. Dixon, if we want to keep around. Christian Boyd. But we're going to restructure some contracts first. And, yeah, then we're just going to head on to free agency. So let me do that and try to get the rest of those guys back there, perhaps. And then see who we can add to improve this team. These guys test. Honestly, I don't really even need Boyd or Ford. And, you know, if Dixon wants to test, whatever, it's fine. All right, let's head on to free agency. We'll have a little bit of money. I did some restructuring. I'm trying to add as much talent as we can to this team. So who is out there, I don't know. We'll see. We do have money. Kingsley's out there. Jalen Carter would be a nice pickup. Brandon Ayuk would be nice for just a receiver. I might go after him just to get ourselves another receiver. So let me look. Let's see if we can get some guys. He's interested, so let's offer some contracts to see what we can get. So let's view free agency recap. I really only wanted to get a few guys, and a few guys I got. So show you who we signed. Did sign Brandon Ayuk. Why not, right? We also got TJ Watt. Then we got Peter Skoronski, and then Jake Camarda to be our punter. So hopefully that helps the team a little bit. And obviously we have a little bit of draft capital to work with. Not a lot, but I might do some trades here then to potentially get myself some more picks this year, because as you can see, we have a 3rd, 4th, 5th. I actually have a decent amount of picks, but yeah, maybe we could flip some of these picks for just like picks this year, and I guess that's really probably the only trade that I'm going to do. So let me just see if I can find a team, and we'll just flip these picks for, you know, picks this year. 2 6 and 2 7s for our 5th round pick via the Ravens this year. So that was the last trade I'm going to make. Let's advance a week. I'll show you guys the draft recap, and then we'll head on to our 5th and final season, where hopefully we have a pretty good squad. Recap, you might be curious to see who we have. I mean, not a lot, but we did get some decent pieces. Again, they're probably not going to be playing much this year, if at all. Well, probably not going to play at all this video, but there they are. Yes, and pause, slow it down, take a look. Let's head on to the 5th and final season. We're going to look at the roster as a whole and see if we can get past the divisional this year. Maybe win a Super Bowl. All right, so 5th and final season. Here is the roster that we have. Now, Carson Beck is our QB. Babineau and Lovelock, halfback, so no more Nick Chubb. He retired. Wide receivers, Chris Olave with Wilson, Brandon Ayuk. I mean, that's pretty good, gotta say. Garrison is going to be our tight end. We've got left tackles, Fuaga. Left guard, it's going to be Peter Skoronski. Eric McCoy, center. Right guard will be Cesar Ruiz. Right tackle will be Trevor Penning. He's hurt right now. Ramshake is gone. Jamal Walker, left end. Chase Young, right end. Reese going to be our defensive tackle, as well as Elijah Buchanan. Also, Carl Wolf's up there, too. He's pretty good, too. TJ Watt, left outside linebacker now. Middle linebackers, Bernard is up there, so that's cool to see. He's our top guy. Werner's going to be our right outside linebacker still. Corners, Marshawn Lattimore, Debo, and then Kool-Aid. Top 3 corners. Free safety, Marquis Cates. Strong safety league, Xavier Woods and Barton. That's probably our weakest position right now. And then kicking is Carlson. Punting will be Jake Camarda. And we only have picks in 2031. I don't know if I can make a trade right now, but if I can, I will probably hold off until the midseason point. No, I'm actually not. I'm gonna do it now. I want to get myself a really good strong safety. So I'm just gonna flip these picks and see if we can get myself a strong safety before I start simulating. First and a fourth to the Bengals for Battle and White. So get ourselves a good strong safety and another middle linebacker. So I like that. Jordan Battle and Devin White from the Bengals. Done deal here. I traded away Estrada, 2nd, 3rd, 5th, 6th, 7th round picks. 2031 to the Seahawks. We're getting Christian Harris, right outside linebacker. So that's it from me. I'll see you guys at the midseason point. We made all of our moves, basically traded all our picks, and let's just see how well we do. All right, well, we're doing pretty solid. 5-2 at the midseason point, and we're looking good. Let's look at the stats and see how we're performing. And you can see Carson Beck's having a great year. 1,700 yards, 17 TDs, 2 interceptions, 70% completion percentage, and 117.9 passer rating. He's doing phenomenal. Rush-wise, Babineau, 255, 2 TDs, 160, and 2 from Beck. I mean, our rushing isn't great. Receiving-wise, Chris Olave, 426, 3 TDs, 337, and 2 from Wilson. Brandon Garrison, 306 and 1, 299.8 for Brandon Ayuk, so that's very good. Blocking, not bad. Fuaga with 6, though a little high. A couple guys with 3, and then 2 from Skoronski. Defensively, 57 tackles, Christian Harris. Debo, 35-34 from Kool-Aid and Bernard. Lattimore, 32-30 from Buchanan. 29 from Jordan Battle. 27 from Cates. Reese with 25. 21 from Trevon Walker. And then sacks, we got 4 from Walker, 3 from Brian, 2.5 from Chase, and then a couple guys here with 2. Harrison, Buchanan. Interceptions, 4 from Lattimore, 2 from Bernard, and a few guys with 1. Carlson's been perfect kicking. There's your punting from Camarda, kick return, and punt return as well. And we're going to take a look at the team stats, the team rankings, and you can see here what we're looking like Chargers this week, by the way, so that's cool. So we're 3rd in offensive points per game, 5th in pass, 22nd in rush, 14th in opponent's points per game, 29th in pass yards, and 18th in rush. Somehow we have the advantage over them in pass yards, but okay, very nice. Anyways, this is it. This is the final season. I'm not making any more trades. I can't make any more trades. So whatever happens here, happens here. I'm not sure what this means. Oh, did I just do an interview? That's what this is. Press conference. Okay, well, don't really care about this. I'm just going to head on to the next season. I'll see you guys once I'm at the playoffs. That's what I meant. I'll show you guys the playoffs. In 14-3, and we are automatically getting ourselves a bye to the divisional. So that's great to see. But before we head on to the divisional, we have to look at the stats for the players and how we fared. Hopefully we can win this year. This is the year to do it. It's the final season. We have to try to do it here, right? So, yeah, Carson Beck, 4,206 yards. He had 35 TDs, 10 interceptions, 71% completion percentage, and 110.5 passer rating. 842 and 12 from Abdul Babineau, so that's good. 358 and 4 from Beck, 144 and 4 from Garrison Lovelock. Okay, Brown there. Okay. Garrison was my leading receiver, 99, 10 TDs, 921.5 from Chris Olave. Garrett Wilson, 848 and 3, 667 and 10 from Brandon Ayuk. And 423 and 5 from Abdul Babineau, so that's good. Again, Fuaga, double digits in sacks allowed. Got to cut that down. 6 from McCoy, 5 from Penning, 3 from Peter Skoronski, and 2 from Shelton. We have 115 tackles on the defensive side of the ball for Christian Harris. Bernard with 84, 80 from Paulson and Debo, 75 from Marshawn Lattimore. Kool-Aid 72, 61 from Cates, 59 from Elijah, 58 from Jordan Battle, 53 from Brian, 40 from Trevon Walker. Got our sacks, 9 from Brian. A couple guys here with 8, Buchanan and Walker. 5.5 from Chase, 3 from Christian Harris, and 1 from Wolf. 1 plus a half, that is, so 1.5. Interceptions, 7 from Marshawn Lattimore. A couple guys here with 4, Bernard and Battle. 3 from Cates, 2 from Harrison Kool-Aid, and 1 from Paulson. Very nice. Kicking, punting, kick return, punt return. All right, let's look at the team stats and team rankings. I don't know why I did that. But anyways, offensive points per game, number 1 in the NFL. Number 9 in pass yards, 19th in rush on the defense side of the ball. Number 2 in defense points per game, 16th to pass, 19th in rush. All right, well, let's advance on. See, we're taking on the divisional. We're 90, 92, and 90. Some good overalls right there. I'll see you guys in the divisional. Have the Cardinals this week in the divisional, and we might as well look at their rankings. You can see where they are compared to us. So we have the advantage in 4 of the 6 categories. They have a few top 10s. We'll see if we can beat them. Let's hop on into the divisional. I'll see you guys in the Super Sim. Right, here we are, going to the Super Sim. Let's see if we can beat the Cardinals. So we're going to Super Sim this bad boy. We're going to jump forward to the end of the game. First quarter, we take the 7-0 lead, make it 14-0. They're going to make it 14-3. Second quarter, now 14-6, make it 21-6. And we're going to make it 28-6. Second half, 31-6. We're blowing them out. This is perfect. 38-13, 41-13, 41-16, 44-23, and we make it 47 now, and that's how we're going to win this football game. 47-23 in the divisional, and we advance to the conference championship in our 5th and final season as we best the Cardinals. And a much better game from us there. Preston was their QB. Definitely not very good, but Carson Beck had a solid game. And because of that, we advance on to the NFC Championship game. The Rams, and we can take a look here at their rankings compared to ours. I mean, I feel like we're the better team. We'll see if that holds true. As you can see, they have the advantage over us in rush yards and opponent pass yards. They are top 5 in opponent's points per game. We're second, though. Again, I feel like this is a team we should be able to beat. We should be able to get to the Super Bowl. Let's just take a quick look at the playoff bracket. On the other side, it is Bengals and the Chiefs. So, there you go. I'll see if we can beat the Rams and advance to the Super Bowl. To the Super Bowl here with the Saints. Let's see if we can get to the Super Bowl. So first blood, who will it go to? Well, that's why we're going to jump forward to the end of the game and see what happens. So first quarter, Rams take a 7-0 lead, but we're going to tie it up right there 7-7. They're up 13-7 second quarter. And they are going to take a 13-7 lead at half. Now it's 14-13 us. Fourth quarter, they take a 21-14 lead. We tie it up. And we take the lead by 3. We got to hop on in here, minute 54. It's a 3-point lead. Just don't let them get a touchdown. I'll live with a field goal if we have to go to overtime. Just no touchdowns. That's even better if you can pick it. 2nd and 10. Let's see if they decide to run here. They probably won't. They will not. Oh, that would have been great if we got that. They're going to get a nice block there. But we're going to take them down there, and they are now at 3rd and 6. Was nice. That was nice. We had an opening there, 3rd and 6. Can we prevent them from getting a first down here? Yes, we can. 4th and 6, and they're going to have to settle for a field goal. Let's see if they hit this field goal. Will they bang it in? And they will. So the game is tied with a minute 30 to go. We have a chance to go to the Super Bowl here in our 5th and final season. Just have to score. So let's see if we can. See where we end up. We are going to be at the 29-yard line. All right. With a minute 26. We do have all of our timeouts, which is good. We just got to get in the field goal range and we win this football game. Pretty much. See what Carson Beck does. Yep, that's a good start. We'll take it. Call a timeout there. It's a good look. So we get 9-yard return on that one. 2nd and 1. And there's a first down. Clock ticks. At the 43-yard line. Trying to cross the midfield point. Can we do so? Yes, we do. And we are going to get a first down. And taken down there. And we will call another timeout. 55 seconds to stop the clock. 1 timeout left. I think we're going to try to run this ball to get a little bit closer to Oh, no, we're not going to run it. Okay, never mind. Beck gets sacked. That is an embarrassment. Yikes. Not good. Okay, now we're backwards. 2nd and 15. Got to go forwards here, and we only get 3 yards out of that. 30 seconds. I mean, at this point, we're just going to try to get as much yards as we can. 3rd and 12. Looking. We do get some yardage, and that's a first down. So 1st and 10, and I think we're just going to throw it out of bounds, right? Throw it out of bounds. Or throw it for a touchdown. Okay, I thought we were going for the field goal, but Carson said, nope, I'm throwing it for a touchdown. I thought we were throwing it out of bounds right there. It was close. You know, Chris Olave, good risk. I don't mind it. Chris Olave was featured a lot this drive, too, by the way. I don't mind it because if he didn't catch that, you're in field goal range and the clock stops because it's an incomplete pass. So I don't hate it. So there we go. And then we just have to play defense. We just can't let them kick return it. So tie game. I lied. Just don't let them get a tie game. That's it. Don't let them tie the game. We're up 7. Don't let them tie it. No kickoff returns. Yeah, no tie game. Take the knee. They have 1 play left. No touchdowns. Do not let them score a touchdown. Defense just got to play for 1 down. 1 down to defense. 1 down to defense. 1 down of defense. Okay, we're going to the Super Bowl. We are going to the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen, in our 5th and final season. The Saints have found their magic. Look at that sweat. I don't know if that's realistic or not. Probably not. But anyways, shout out to Kenny McKee. He played a good game, but we were able to squeeze it out when we're going to the Super Bowl. Who are we taking on? It's going to be either the Bengals or the Chiefs. Let's see what it's going to be. And in incredible fashion, it will be the Kansas City Chiefs. Are we surprised? I guess not necessarily. Well, comparing their rankings to ours, you can see where we have the advantage over them. They are a very good team. They actually have the, well, technically we're equal defense. We're overall offense. I think they have more top-end talent, too. The better record. We're going to the Super Bowl. Tampa Bay. Let's just see what happens. I mean, listen. 5th and final season. This is the final game, so I'm hoping we can win it. See if we can win the Super Bowl here in our 5th and final season. We are going to super sim this bad boy to the end of the game. I should go quarter by quarter, but I don't. We're up 7-0. Good start. They tied up, though, 7-7. And it's going to be 10-7. Make it 13-7 us. Now 13-10 going to the second half. We're up 16-10. Now it's 17-16 them. 4th quarter, we take a 5-point lead. If we take the lead here, we do. So that's huge. The kickoff there. So we're up 12 with 4:32 to go. Let's see if we can play a little bit of defense there. Pass knocked away. 2nd and 10. 8-yard rush. Patrick Mahomes. 3rd and 2. A 70-yard rush for a touchdown. Okay. That's hilarious, EA. A 70-yard rush. You got to be kidding me. All right, well, 2:52 to go. 13-yard reception. Garrett Wilson. Incomplete pass. 8-yard rush. 3rd and 2. Okay, we get a first down. 5-yard rush. We're hopping on in. 2nd and 5. We have all of our timeouts. Kansas City does not have any timeouts. And we are up 5. And we get a first down. That's huge. That's it. That's game. That's the game. That's the game. That is the game. That is the game. We won. We won the Super Bowl. We won the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. That is the game. We got ourselves that big first down. Close. I wish I would. Thank goodness I said Isaiah Pacheco. 7-yard TD. I would have lost my mind. But we won. So it took us 5 seasons, but we did it in our 5th and final season. The boys developed, and we got ourselves a Super Bowl win as we defeat the Chiefs. Shout out to the guys for getting the job done. And there's the Gatorade dump on Coach. confetti falling from the sky. It's amazing to see. I thought for a second he didn't have legs there. But yep, Carson Beck getting interviewed. Glad we got Carson Beck. That was the whole point of getting him. And he had a great game. Yeah, I mean, could not live with Derek Carr. Oof, no thanks. This is not Derek. This is not 10 years ago. So no thanks, or even 5. So yeah, let's see who got the awards, and then we'll close out the video. Do the Super Bowl recap here, and just the season recap in general. Carson Beck was the Super Bowl MVP. We got ourselves our 2nd Super Bowl in our franchise history. Patrick Mahomes, the NFL MVP. Dennis Allen, Coach of the Year, courtesy. Offensive Player of the Year, Puka Nacua. Will Anderson Jr., Defensive Player of the Year. Nolan Horn, Offensive Rookie of the Year, Cowboys. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Bears. Randy Duncan. And with that all being said, let's go to the full screen and close out the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, like, subscribe, comment down below some more videos, wherever socials, play with the second channel and main channel down below in the description if you like other content from TJP. I think we're getting very close to almost finishing up all the non-playoff teams, and then we have the playoff teams, so I think we're maybe halfway there, or just about close to it. If not this video, then the next one will be halfway. I don't know. Either way, we're getting there. We are getting there, ladies and gentlemen. So, trying to get through it as much as we can. I know, obviously, like, we're kind of starting with the football, like, middle season. I probably should have pushed back a little bit of the college football to get more NFL out, but, you know, it's kind of hard. I'm doing it now because I have to with 2K, and then NHL is going to come out, and I don't want to be doing NHL in January. Like, it's just, it's a pain. Too much content. And then also EA Sports football and FC and shit. So, but for now, I'm done. This was fun. I'm going to head on out. Take care, everybody. See you soon. And we got a Super Bowl. That's all I care about. Peace.